retained here with us indicate clearly that the land belongs to the Kirima family through Garrison Kirima. Believe me, we will not let you torture another Kenyan for 20 years in court. We will battle with you before you battle with the person you are stealing the land from. Wananchi wa Kenya, tafadhali, don't waste your money with con men and con women. Be careful. Use your money wisely. The government will not be involved in settling those issues between the family and any claimant or any person on that land. We have called this press statement, press conference, for reasons that are in the public domain. We have been receiving a lot of inquiries from the members of the public, also including the family of Kirima, and we felt that it is maybe the right time to make several clarifications in respect of the ownership of the land. So we are going by the records that we have here at our ministry. You know, as the cabinet minister or cabinet secretary for lands, public works, housing and urban development, I'm the custodian of all land records. And therefore, it is this office that is the first instance in terms of clarification, office of first instance in terms of records. On 16th of September, 1967, Percy Everett Randall transferred the property to Garrison Kamau Kirima and John Garrison Kirima, who are the current registered owners of L number 6825/2, which measures 472 acres, less 1.5 road reserve. The property was mortgaged to National and Grid Risk Bank on 11th of April 1969 for Kenya shillings 150,000. East African Power and Lightning Company, now Kenya Power, has also registered against that parcel 3 caveats for grant of easement. The caveats were registered on 11th of January 1966, the other one on 28th of September 1966, and the last caveat 13th of November 1975. Those caveats are registered in favor of Kenya Power. And we have put an official, we have an available official search in respect of the status of that property. Then property number 2, because the Kirima property is comprised of 2 parcels. Parcel number 2, error number 5908/8, original number 5908/3/5/3, is measuring 507 acres, less 8 acres, which is for road reserve. This was transferred to Garrison Kirima, Kamau Kirima, and John Garrison Kirima by Domentio de Mercy via a transfer registered with us on 17th June 1972. A new grant, IR 98744, was issued to Garrison Kamau Kirima and John Kirima upon expiry of the term of 2000. Upon the expiry of the term in 2003. The new term is for 99 years from 1st of September 2003. In simple terms, we have 2 parcels of land there. Our records, and as you can follow, are fairly historical and lengthy, showing all those entries. Retained here with us indicate clearly that the land belongs to the Kirima family through Garrison Kirima. The family required also that clarification because of the challenges they have been facing. The members of the public and the media are aware that the family of Kirima has been in court with certain persons who possibly claim an interest in the same land, and there is a judgment of the High Court which has now given an indication or a clear indication that the land, as per our records, belong to Kirima. I'm advised, because I've looked at that case, it has taken 10 years for it to be decided. The judgment has given a deadline of vacant possession or people living on the land to leave by December 31st. Other clarifications that we need to make as a ministry on behalf of the government is that we have received a lot of inquiries whether there is a possibility or consideration by the government to buy the land or to settle people who are living on the land. This land is about 1,000 acres. We have no such plans. There is no instructions to that extent. The land belongs to Kirima. The government has nothing to do with any occupation on that land, save for public utility plots that may have been surrendered. And we are aware that public plots surrendered have also been occupied and encroached, notwithstanding that some are for dispensary, some public plots there are for schools, and we see other structures there, not the intended use and purpose. There is also encroachment, in fact, almost total occupation of road reserves, which as per our records were actually surrendered, because when you want to subdivide, you also do not get clearance or approval unless you provide for public utility, being the road reserves being part of that public utility. The other reason that which made this press conference very important and timely for us is because on the ground there are members of the public who continue to fall into the traps of people who are still masquerading or calling themselves owners. Whatever proprietary interests they have, we do not have those proprietary interests in our records, other than the record that we have put to the public. So I want to take this opportunity to warn the members of the public, unless you have engaged the Kirima family as of now, the record shows that you may be falling into a trap of fraudsters who do not have a clean title. I do not want to say much more. We have warned the members of the public, and there are also other people, either whether they are threatening or they are moving around with whatever documents. The DCI has strict instructions to actually support and help the public from fraudsters. Because if you have land, you can sell. If you have no land and you are taking money from the members, innocent members of the public, then really you must be able to respond to a few questions, and the DCI has been alerted in that regard. So members of the public, may I repeat, like I have done before you put your money on the table, before you transfer your money to an owner of the land or of a land, of an alleged land, please verify his records with our records. Otherwise, you'll find yourself investing in no land, and then you start coming back to cry foul. So be warned. This is the status. I am aware, I have heard that one or two people may have engaged the Kirima family, but as far as we are concerned, we wanted to clarify our record so that you know who is the owner of the land and find out whether whatever claim you have, whatever records you have, whether those records were engaged or written or agreed with the family of the Kirima or Kirima himself. To say that the government will not be involved in settling those issues between the family and any claimant or any person on that land. They will deal with the family and the court and the enforcement agencies. If you are a conman, if you are a fraudster, you will deal with the DCI. If you are a purchaser, you now know the owner of the land.